I'd had many boyfriends, but none of them seemed to be the right fit for me. Or could it be that I was just being stubborn and had set my standards way too high? I did deserve someone to love me, to cherish and appreciate me. At times, I wondered if there was something about me that kept men away, except the bad ones, like the king of players who was escorting me down the aisle. His name was Edmond Fairchild, and he was the biggest that I had ever met. He did not give a about anyone else in the world apart from himself. He was a spoiled rich boy who had been spoon-fed his whole life, and he expected everyone to bow down for him. The thing that really pissed me off about him was the fact that he used women as playthings. He never stayed with a woman longer than was necessary to put his in her before he sent her packing. For as long as I'd known him, that was the way that he operated, and I even wondered what women saw in him. I hated men, or people, who took from others and never gave back, in the end, leaving many innocent people hurt. That was Edmund's trend, ever since I could remember, and the only reason that I ever tolerated him was the fact that he was Christian's best friend. He was one man that I would have gladly poured gas on and lit him up. If it had been my choice, he would not have been the man to escort me down the aisle. But this was not my choice, because it was Christian and Sue's big day, which made me swallow my pride and go along with it. The wedding part of the ceremony had come to an end, and I sat at a table, nursing a glass of champagne. The wedding reception party was packed to the rafters as I looked at the newlyweds, all happy on the dance floor. They seemed like the perfect match, and I even began to envy Sue. Christian was a good man, and I knew him very well because I had worked for him at the law firm that he owned as his personal assistant for almost 5 years. He was a kind and caring man who was always thoughtful of everyone. He had even adopted a new kitty for me when my cat had died a few months ago. Sue and I were best friends, and she had fallen in love with Christian, loving him with such an intensity that made me wonder if it was possible to love like that. She spoke and looked at him as if he was something that was very special to her, and looking at them right now on the dance floor, it was no different at all. As a matter of fact, the love between them seemed to have turned up a notch, and looking at them, I felt myself burning inside. How I longed to be in a similar situation, how badly I wanted to feel the way that Sue felt, my body burning with passionate desire, even though that was something that would never happen since chances seemed very slim. "Hello, beautiful. May I have this dance with you?" A male voice said from behind me, and as I turned around, Edmund was standing there. "Why don't you go and screw yourself, Eddie?" "Come on, Amanda. I know that I deserve that, but for how long are you going to keep reminding me of it? Forever?" "Well, that is what you deserve," I said flatly. "That really sucks. You don't have to be so mean." "A person who does not respect other people's feelings deserves it." "Do we really have to go down that road today?" he insisted.